Hi class. So a lot has happened since I last checked in the beginning of the semester. My candidate, who I originally thought that I was going to be basing my research off of, actually never qualified for public financing. For those of you who don't know, basically in the state of Connecticut, if you raise $5,000 and get 165 signatures within your hometown, the state matches you and they give you 37,000, so it equals out to have about $42,000 to run a state rep or a state senate race, which is a significant amount of money. My candidate was out of New Haven, so frankly, I don't think he has any excuse as to why he couldn't get the 165 signatures. He came out about $500 short of his fundraising mark, and he needed 65 signatures. The deadline was October 10th. He never qualified. And basically, for us, in our political pacts, we have a firm belief that if you don't raise the money, then you're not really a viable candidate, especially for him since he's not an incumbent and he's also running against a Democrat in New Haven. It would have been a lost cause for his campaign. So, by luck, I was asked to run Mike Malgano's campaign down in Stamford. Mike is a two-term incumbent, so I've been working on his race, and I'm going to be kind of studying social media in regards to his race, and I think that it will actually end up to be a little bit better because his opponent also has a strong social media presence, so I've been kind of managing his Facebook, sending out press releases for his campaign, doing some retail stuff as well. And recently I just worked with Josh to kind of put my application for the Quinnipiac Institutional Review Board together. That took quite a while because for those of you who are just doing a project, there's a lot of components to the application. I have it up right now, and I just kind of want to scroll through and show you guys. It includes an abstract that had to be at least a page, the purpose, background, and significance, which again basically is why my research is significant and why this is different from other things that other people have done in the past. Basically, Quinnipiac wants to ensure that I'm not repeating somebody else's research. My argument to this was that social media has been studied on a national campaign level. It hasn't been studied on a hyper-local level. So I'm, kind of interested to see if it has the same impact as social media does nationally for these campaigns. So that's kind of my argument there, is that the significance is that this is more of a hyper-local campaign than it is national. So it's also going to be harder to get people to reach out to you via Facebook locally because you have such a smaller populace that you appeal to. So typically a state rep district only has about 27,000 people in it, which, compared to someone running for state senate or even president, it's just, you can't compare the numbers. So, it's definitely a more targeted district. I had to lay out my procedures, and basically what I've decided to do is, at first I was going to do a survey for my research and then combine it with one-on-one interviews, and I decided that the survey probably wouldn't be beneficial in the direction that I wanted to take it, so I've just narrowed it down to interviews. I had to ensure that this will not affect the campaign at all. The interviews will be done after the campaign is over, and I'm going to be interviewing people who were involved in the campaign and other key kind of campaign people around the state to see what their take is. And again, just my subject population, I had to create a consent form and references. So I'm waiting to hear back on the completion of, to see if my IRB is approved. And other than that, I've just kind of been working on my lit review since I can't get any of my interviews done until after the election is over, which is November 4th. So, and friendly reminder, if you haven't registered to vote in Connecticut, you can do so by October 21st. So, so far so good, and thank you for taking the time to listen.